So unfortunately, I forgot to hit the record button this morning, and I had an execution and no video about it happening live. So that sucks. So I'm making a new one now. So I want to talk about what happened, how I took my trade, how I saw it. It was a good one for me, and I hope it was a good one for everybody else too. I always suck at explaining these things, so I apologize. But what I saw and what led to my decision here, that turned out to be a good one, was my model, the Crown, calls for a sweep of a session high or low. Before 9:30, we did sweep London's high and London's low, but the last one to be swept was London's low. So as you learn about price delivery, if you don't already know, price travels from liquidity to liquidity. So we had taken this liquidity out. I knew price was going to come down to this liquidity. And once it takes this out, it's going to go bullish and trade up to the next liquidity point. So you just got to find out where that target is. So I'm waiting for price to come down and take this out, which it sort of wicked through after 8:30 as it came down here for 8:30. So I knew what I was looking for. I knew it was going to come down and turn around at some point after taking out this liquidity, but I wanted to find out where it's going to turn around and go bullish and why. So this is on a 3-minute chart. This is where I sit a lot of the time. I quite like the 3-minute chart. So I went up and did a multi-time frame analysis. I didn't have to go very far. I just went up to the 1 hour, and excuse all of the garbage and junk and makeup, as ICT calls it. But on the 1 hour, there's a fair value gap here from Tuesday. So I drew that out. It was near to where we were kind of gradually coming down to from yesterday. So drew that out and waited to see what happened with it. As it came into that 1 hour fair value gap, it filled it entirely and reacted from it. Its reaction from it created this order block right here. From there, price delivery has changed. So what I did was I drew out this bullish order block, which is right on top of the hour fair value gap, and put my entry right on the edge of the order block. My stop is below it by plus a tick, just in case the order block gets fully filled. I have a tick for spread to not stop me out. And my target right now is 5 handles, take all my profits, and leave 1 runner to my target liquidity goal. Since session London low was taken, London high is the goal. London high was taken and left this, but further back we also have all of this up here that I could have targeted, but I went with this one, low hanging fruit. I'm looking to get out of drawdown. I'm looking to complete this challenge. So I'm taking the profits, at easy to grab levels. And it did. It tagged me an entry. It dug down really deep into here. Kind of freaked me out. But it never closed below mean threshold of the order block, or mean threshold of the fair value gap for that matter. It didn't close down there, so I didn't close the trade early. I let it go. It was only wicking, and it shot up pretty well within, from what it looks like, a candle and a half. Smacked my 5 handles and took 3 of my 4 micro contracts off, and I left 1 to run the rest of the way to my target liquidity goal here. Once the 5 handles was taken, I moved my stop to break even. It did retrace a little bit, but didn't get close to my stop loss. So I go break even plus a tick just because of the spreads and commissions. So anyways, yeah, retraced a little bit and went up. So I got a really nice trade out of that, in my opinion. 409.75 is not quite 1-to-1, but that's fine. If it didn't, I don't really care about that. Took my 5 handles at 3 contracts, and then took right here. Took my next contract off at a 1 to 2 hour if you're looking for that kind of thing. I like to look at the handles. I took on the next contract off at 11 3/4 handles. So I got a good return on that one for what I'm looking for. Real quick and easy. Obviously, as you can see, after some consolidation and retracement and cooling off, it busted up and took out some other highs. So it was a good, easy setup right in the morning. The real setup of the day was here. I didn't find entry here, and that's fine. But you don't usually see a lunch run like that. So I thought that was interesting. Anyway, that was my trade this morning. That's how I saw it. This model works really well, and I still have yet to make a video for it. I am going to try to make one tomorrow or Friday and explain what it is and why it's different from the other similar models out there. So I appreciate you checking this out. And we can update the balance now. So we were at 288.56 before today, and now we are 412.17. There we go. Updated. So we are almost halfway there, and we have Thursdays PM and Fridays AM and PM sessions to try to get this to 1,000. Today's day 8. So day 9 and 10, we'll see if we can do it. We might get close, and that's okay. It's the first time really challenging myself in any kind of way. So coming out of some pretty decent drawdown and some psychological, building it back up again. I'm pretty happy with this as it is. So tune in for the next 2 episodes on 10K or 1K in 10 days, and we'll see if we can knock this out of the park. Appreciate you tuning in. We'll catch you next time.